Hey guys, you're watching Super Only. My name is AJ, and the VulcanMC server is back up and running. Hold on a minute. Let's vanish, and then you guys have no idea when I'm online. No, I'm only joking. Just while I'm recording the video, I go vanish. Woo, look at quick speedy. So, the server, at the time of recording this, has pretty much just opened up, like just a few minutes ago. It's the day after episode 4 went out. Let's close this down as well. Chat settings, let's turn that off. And there have been some updates. As you can see from my hotbar, I've been playing around with some of the stuff. Originally, this server was 1.7. You could see the 1.8 features in the menu here, like these banners, for example. But as soon as you put them into your hotbar, it would take them away. It would make them disappear. But what they've done is they've made it 1.8 compatible, so all the banners work. All of the new doors work. Look, we can start using these. Whoops, we're so fast. I'm going to have to sort that out. Whoa, careful. Speedy. So we can use those, which is awesome. That's really cool. That's really up to my spirits on this server. You know, being able to use all those is going to be really, really awesome. They don't currently work. The 1.8 features don't currently work with World Edit, but that's to be expected because World Edit only works on the 1.7. I think it's 1.7.6. If I'm right, I don't know, I might be wrong with that. But that's what it is set up for. But we can manually use banners and we can place them. Look, I'm going to have to sort this speed out, man. Speed 1. There we go. So, we can stick that on there, look, and we've got a little flag. So, I was playing around with a few different flag designs. As you can see, it's sort of a British flag. I was just playing around like loads of different designs. I think I've got some more in here. No, I got rid of them. I was just playing around with some designs. And I thought, well, this is sort of like a British flag, but it's with like a little triangle, a little circle in the middle. I like it. I like that flag. It looks pretty cool. So, that's going to be our city's flag. We're going to place one on there and one on there, I think. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Excellent. So, I have done a couple of off-camera things. So, this was even before the server went down that you guys didn't get to see unless you was on the server. I've done a little bit of a wheat field here. So, I've got a little bit of a path going through the middle. It's a bit of a broken up path. Whoa, I'm fast on the floor. While we're on the floor, speed 1. There we go, back at normal speed again. So, we've got like some smooth stone and some stone slabs, some cobblestone stairs, some stone brick, and I think even possibly some stone brick stairs. So a mix of a lot of blocks in here for the path. Make it look really, really natural, really, really nice. And then it's sort of a dimensional wheat farm. So the water is going to be on this level here. And then I've put in water patches and covered them up with some hay bales here. Seeing as though this is like a granary windmill thing, the wheat goes really, really well. And I've got like a 3-tiered bit here to make it look a little bit more natural. And I really like the look of that, like from here. That's now a really nice shot. Because we were saying, was it last episode, how blank that wall was, but now we've got the jungle leaves and the wheat around it. That makes a real difference. Really cool. Already got 10 people online. That's really cool to see. I did tweet it out as soon as I knew, and I did put it on my Facebook page as well, so you can't say that I didn't warn you, didn't tell you it was up. And then I put a little hay bale in an item frame there, but I think I'm going to replace this door with a spruce door. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? If you haven't seen these doors, let's go through these doors. We've seen that one. That's a birch one. That's a jungle one. That one and that one. Okay, whoops. So, we've got the spruce door, which is that one. We've got the birch door, which is a really nice one for a suburban house. If you were doing a suburban house, I think that would look pretty nice. That sort of looks a little bit like glass, almost. The jungle door, good for barns. I'm not going to put it on there. I don't think it'll suit on there. But if you were doing like a barn, that could possibly work. I don't like this window down the bottom here. It would look better if that was completely hulled. But I sort of like it. Acacia wood one. This is like, it looks like an iron. Like a rusty iron door. For like a jail or a prison would look awesome. And then we've got the dark oak door, which is a really awesome interior door, isn't it? That's definitely an interior door into like a dining room or a bedroom or something like that. So yeah, there's a load of 1.8 features. We've got all these gates and stuff like that. I've got a burp. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, hopefully you didn't hear that. So I did actually record today's episode of VulcanMC on the Xbox because the server wasn't up at the time of me recording it. And then the guys came and they said, look, we've got it back up and running. You can go on when you like. I was like, yes. So I've scrapped the Xbox episode, and we're going to build what we've done on the Xbox today straight onto the server, which is going to be awesome because for the first time, I think, in my history, I'm actually doing an episode where I know what I'm doing. Can you believe it? Let's stick all that in there. I'm pretty sure there's probably a quick way to do that. So we're going to grab some oak wood. We're going to grab some... Oh, yeah, because andesite and stuff is all in there now. I was going to use cobblestone, but I'm going to check out andesite. Oh, we're going to have to change that up as well. We might do a 1.8 update episode or something like that. Oh, also, guys, before we start building... Well, I can actually start building while talking, as I know what I'm doing. This is episode 5, and this was originally meant to be the episode where we draw the results for the competition for this server. But because the server, I don't like that, because the server has been down for sort of 2 episodes, which has been about a week's worth of, it was only a couple of days really, wasn't it? How many days was it? 4 days, something like that? I don't like that either. I'm going with cobblestone. It was like 4 or 5 days it was down for, which I'm really glad they took it down, because I mean we've got so many new features now to play with. I'm going to extend the competition to episode 10. Okay, I think that's a fair number. I think 10 episodes. That's being more than fair to the people that haven't got their stuff finished yet. So yeah, episode 10. Get it done by. Send it in to me via Twitter or Facebook. I've had a couple of entries already, which has been awesome, and I want to see more. I've got to see more. I'll try my best. I can't make any promises, but I will try. If you can't send me one on Twitter or Facebook, I'll try to come and see it, but I can't guarantee I can't guarantee that I'll get to see it, guys. There's a lot of people that are going to sort of want that. I'm going to try and get around as many as I can, but please don't be upset if I can't get round to you. The best way for me to guarantee for me to see your build is for you to send in a picture. It's a guaranteed way to do it. You know, no problems. Then we can copy and paste this, can't we? Thank you. And let's go there and there, and then we're going to go copy. I missed this when we were doing the episode on Xbox today. I did miss it. We've got to be in line, paste. Oh, hello. Undo. Rotate 100. I'm in a very happy mood at the minute. I've just had a Chinese because it was one of our dog's second birthday today. He was 2 years old. So I've just had a Chinese. I'm recording at relatively late at night, to be honest. Not too late, but later than I normally record videos. But I wanted to jump on. I wanted to get back on it. I've been missing it since it's been down. I've been missing being able to chat and chill out and build with you guys, you know. So I'm ecstatic that it's up. Okay, so this is a really easy bottom story. I hope you've been able to follow along. But basically, it's 4 blocks tall on this bottom floor, right? From here to there is 4 cobblestone tall with a 1 wide hole in the middle. This is a 2 wide hole because we're going to have a door in. What door shall we have? I'm really liking the spruce doors at the moment. They're very, very medieval looking, aren't they? Okay, so we're going to put this down. We're going to get the stairs as well. I know I can search with the compass. You guys have been following me every episode. AJ, search with the compass. AJ. I know. I will do it. I will do it when I need to. Okay, so that's the first story. The second story, if you guys have ever seen medieval houses or anything like that, you'll know that most likely most ones that you've seen will actually have a second story, or the first floor. You know, the floor up from the ground floor will actually be slightly taller than the ground floor. It gets a little bit bigger as it goes up. Really, really weird when you think about it, but it's just how medieval works, and it looks really, really nice. So we're going to replicate this design. by putting logs along the side here, and where there's any wherever there's any pillars, we're going to put one facing out. Okay, like that. I've got so much to talk about this episode. I know I'm not talking much about the build, but you can build along at home if you want. You can copy what I'm doing. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, this Skyrim house. Why did that door open? Oh, someone's here. Hey, puppy. He's the owner of the server, or one of the moderators or something like that. I think he's like owner, admin, or something like that. I know his name is Green. Look, very important person. Where was I? Oh yeah, this house design is not new. It's not like a unique design to me or anything like that. It's just like the generic medieval house, but I wanted to put it into this city. We've got a few spaces for houses, you see. It's a wonderful sized house, and it looks really, really nice. A really good, easy tutorial style house for you guys to build as well. You'll be able to build it so easy, so easy. Okay, so now we're going up. As you can see, I'm going up 3 blocks here on this second level, and I'm going on top of any of the ones that face like that way. Can you see? Now we're going to get some white wool. White wool, where are you, white wool? There you are. What else was I going to say? There was something else important that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, so the interior. Okay, and here what we're going to do with white wool is we're going to do a 3x3 with a hole in the middle. Okay, we're going to do that on all of these gaps here. We could copy and paste, but while I'm talking, I might as well do it. But the interior on medieval houses are quite interesting when you think about them. If you've ever played Elder Scrolls Skyrim or Oblivion or any of those sort of medieval, loosely medieval games. I know Skyrim isn't really medieval, but it does have very strong medieval sort of lore and a feel to it. But whenever you go into a house, they're usually just one room, aren't they? I know there are circumstances where it's not, but I'm talking generally or generically. They are just one room, and you'll have like a couple of beds. You'll have a fireplace with some cooking stuff, and a table with some chairs and a couple of chests. And if the house is big enough to have a second story, the beds are usually upstairs, but still it's one room for downstairs and one room for upstairs. And that's the same with most medieval houses on anything that I've ever seen. There are exceptions, for example, inns, like little mini hotels, inns, yeah. They usually have separated rooms on the upstairs, which what we'll do. You want a little bit of privacy if you're renting out of a room, don't you? So yeah, we'll be doing that. Oh, do we want to use a stained glass block? We used black before. What about, is that white or is that light grey? That's white. Let's have a look at white very quickly. It might look a bit weird against white on white. Okay, so that's what it looks like in the white. You know, I like the white. We're going to go with the white. I've got hiccups, so I'm going to fill these up with glass. So yeah, when we do the inn, we'll have some separated rooms. But for the interior of this house, I'm not sure if we're going to have time to do it this episode. I've got a feeling that we're going to run over because I've done a lot of talking at the beginning and I've done a lot of talking during. But I'm just very excited. I'm loving this server, loving this series more than I thought I would. I'm really, really enjoying it. You guys are really enjoying it too. I really want to see some more builds so that you guys have done. Please, please be sure to send them in. I'm really, really excited about that. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to get some trapdoors. Okay, trapdoors. The other thing, yeah, while we're talking about trapdoors, it's sort of going to make sense to talk about this. People were saying, AJ, why don't you use a texture pack? And I think I mentioned this either on last episode or episode 3. The reason why I'm not using a texture pack is because this is a server and other people come and see your builds. You know, people building next to you can see it. If you have a texture pack, it can actually look a little bit different depending on like what blocks you use. So that's why I'm staying away for texture packs at the minute. What I might do is once it's completed, once we've got the village completed, we can load it up in a texture pack and have a really good look around and see how good of a job we've done without using that texture pack. As far as texture packs go, I've been getting a lot of people say use John Smith's. Now I've never heard of that texture pack, but a lot of people were like, yes, use John Smith's, use John Smith's. So, sounds pretty popular to me. We'll have a look at it. I'll have a research into it, see what we like. I was going to say something else as well. So much to talk about this episode. It's crazy. Let's go there. And there. And then we're going to go... let's go underneath it so we can copy it really easily. Let's go on here. There we go. Copy. There we go. Paste. There we go. Okay, there was another thing I really wanted to talk about. Whoops. Undo. It was something about this house. I can't remember. Too excited to remember. We want it on this level. Whoops. Come on, up you come. Paste. Hello, I forgot to rotate you. Rotate 180. Oops, 70. 180. Spin around. Make sure you're facing the right way. Yeah, we want it here, don't we? Paste. Oh yes, I forgot about that as well. I'm out of the swing, guys. I'm out of the swing. I've done like the 4 episodes in a row, and then I've been away. Oops, no, not undo. Redo. That'd have been that one. Paste. Do we have to come over another one? Yeah, we do. Undo. Okay. Concentrate, AJ. Oops. Undo. I'm not concentrating. It's your guys' fault. It's not my fault. As far as the interior goes, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get it done today, but we'll get it done ASAP. Okay, I just want to make sure I've done that on the right level. I don't want to go all the way up and then realise that we've done it wrong. Okay, so we're going to go, whoops, whoops, paste, 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 paste. How amazing is that? And then one more on this side. Let's just copy and paste this one. I don't want to rotate it all around again. Whoops. Come on, mouse. Copy. Paste. There we go. And then we're going to get a full block to go on the top. Now, this is the part where I'm going to need your guys' help, okay? Oops. I'm going to need a little bit of input from you. So we're going to put this along the top, right? And then we're going to get some stairs. I'm going to put one stair... Whoops. I'm going to put one stair there. Did I have it like that? Okay, so we can do that. Yeah, that was it. Let me do it on the other side. Okay. So we could either leave it without these little bits, but if we have these little bits on them, look, it looks like little, I don't know, roof details. To me, at the moment, they look a little bit too Viking-like. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Like, they look a little bit Viking. Although medieval houses do have that, I'm not sure if I like it. I'm going to keep them there for now, but I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below if you like it or if you don't. If you don't, we'll remove them. And if you do, we'll keep them. It's up to you. Okay, so let's get rid of those. And now we're going to go underneath there and there with stairs. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Like that. And then we're going to get the full blocks out. Whoops. Like this. Under there. Under that one. And that just hides the light coming through on this side. Okay. And now I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put fence posts in the corner of all these white bits. Boom, 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 boom. We've still got a long way to go yet, so I hope we're not out of time. I hope we're not getting low on time. It'll be a longer episode. We're going to get the exterior of this house fully completed, even if it means it's a 50-minute episode. I don't think it is. We have been working relatively quickly. We have done a lot of talking, though. Okay, so there's that. I really like that. That looks really nice. Okay, so the next step of... Oh, yeah, we need to do this on the other side. I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well, because I think I noticed on the other side we're going to have a little bit of a gap here. Yes, we are. Let's put that there. Put that there. And around this side. That goes there. Wonderful, wonderful. And then stair there and there. Go over this side. Whee! Don't worry, guys. We'll get to fresh stuff in a minute. I just need to get this done. You've got to do it symmetrically. I think I say this nearly every episode, but whenever you're doing a build, make sure you take it slow. Make sure you do like a bit of that side, then a bit of that side if you're doing it symmetrical. You'll be very sorry if you don't. You really, really will. Okay, so for this bit, what we're going to do is we're going to have a beam that runs all the way along here. And then we'll put the upside down stairs on in a minute. So that beam's going to run like that. And then what we're going to do is that'll be covered so that won't show as much. We're then going to go straight up like this. And then on this level, we're going to go like that. Okay? And then we're going to come on the inside. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Come on the inside and place that there. Oops. This is one block in, remember guys, this is like one block back from the wood. Oops. One block back from the wood. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the sort of stuff that... What was I stuck on then? Was I stuck on something? Maybe. Yeah, so that looks really good. And then we're going to go with the upside down ones. Do I like that there? Needs something there, doesn't it? Ooh, whoops. Yep. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll leave that for now. We can always change something up later if we're not quite a fan. But that looks pretty cool. Okay, so that looks like structurally like a medieval house. From this angle, the house looks wonderful, doesn't it? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me very quickly do this side, since I've already done it once before, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got that side done as well now. We could go silly with detail, couldn't we? Really, if we wanted to, we could go absolutely ballistic. We could put these on, which we shall do. You can go forever. Like the outside here, we could go forever with as well, couldn't we? Do you know what I mean? We could have flowers, which we will do. We will go absolutely insane. Obviously, maybe not this episode, but we will go completely insane with all of the leaves and the detail and flowers and stuff like that. I'm going to block that up. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to replace that with that, because we're going to have a fireplace on the back here. So the fireplace would go right there, and then we're actually going to come out, not just one block, but 2 blocks. Okay? Just had to itch my head then. Sorry if that made a really... probably did make an awful noise in your speaker's head. I deeply apologise. I seriously do. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing this is so it actually makes it 1 block wider. Like when we look at it from here, see, it actually looks like it's actually thick enough to be a chimney. Do you know what I mean? So you don't actually need that block and that block, because it would be hidden anyway. But I'm putting it in. I'm putting them in. So we're going to take that out and that out. We start covering them up. We're not going to be able to have a hole actually going down the middle anyway, but that wasn't my goal. So with the height of this, I don't know how high I'm going. I can't give you a block number. I do apologise. But I want it to be seen from the front. So we're going to go up a few blocks. I could have copied and pasted this to make it quicker, but we're nearly there, so I'm not going to bother. I'm not very quick with World Edit at the minute, so sometimes it makes it actually simpler if we do it just this way. Okay, can this be seen from the front? Well, not from here maybe, but yeah. See, like this is the distance that I was thinking of. That looks pretty nice. Now, there's a few different caps that you can do. I've done these before on Let's Build a City, for example. I've gone through a few different designs. The first one being anvils. If I can find it, I can search. I'll just do it quickly. Anvil. Boom. We've got cauldron. How do you spell cauldron? See it? Cauldron. C-O-U? Oh, C-A. Oh, I feel silly. Flower. Pot. So these are a few different designs, and then we've got slab, which is probably the one we're going to go for. Okay, but I'll show you anyway. These are slightly damaged, but it doesn't matter. Face them this way. Sorry about that loudness. Oh yeah, I remember the other thing I was going to say. Last episode, not many of you noticed. Woohoo, achievement. Not many of you noticed, but I actually had my sound off. Sound here. I had the sound completely off, so it was quite lucky that a few of you actually didn't notice. But I did when it came to editing. I didn't tell you guys, just in case you didn't notice, and it seemed to work. You didn't really, but yeah. All back to normal. We've got sound again now. So cauldrons is option 2, which looks quite nice. I prefer that over anvils for this medieval style. We've got plant pots is another option. I don't think that really works too well on this medieval look. I think they look a little bit too small. I think we're going to go with boop, boop. I think we're going to go with slabs like that. I know it's the boring one, but I think it's the best one. And then we're going to use some cobwebs. Whoops, Carl, come back here, cobweb. I wanted you. So we're going to put some cobwebs on the top here, right? And this is going to look like smoke coming out of the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with quite the chunk. Okay, quite the chunk like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly start breaking it off. Okay, so we're going to slowly start putting little tiny chunks and stuff like that. Still give some dimension to it. Like this. Like this. See how we're just slowly breaking it off. Something like that. Okay, so if we come down here now, it looks like it's puffing, yeah? See that sort of shape, that curve that we've got? It's like an S. It goes down, then right, then down. It looks like a pretty natural looking smoke effect. So I really like that. That's pretty much done. We can give it to you. That's pretty much done for the actual exterior of the house here. Oh, apart from, you can do one more thing. Some of you are going to like this, some of you aren't. I'm going to do it. But what you're going to do is you're actually going to just place in some stairs in the place of some of these cobblestone blocks. And the reason why is because it looks like there's some bricks missing out of it. It could be a really cool effect if you do it right. If you do too many, it can look a little bit too broken down and unsteady. If you look too little, it sort of looks like you've used the wrong block by accident. But I think that's just the right amount. See how it looks like we've just got a few blocks missing, a few bricks fell out of it, which is quite common in fireplaces. Okay, I'm sure I've run over time, but I still want to do more. We're just going to carry on. Just going to carry on. Let's put some little bushes down around the side here. Like that. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Stop singing, AJ, you can't sing. I'm sorry. Along here. Now, we will have to move this house because I have noticed, or I did notice a long time ago, that the path here, the road, comes straight down here, bang, straight into this house. But we do have space to move it back. And with a world edit, obviously, we can grab it all, we can cut it, and then we can paste it without air. Huh? See, I'm learning, guys. We can paste it without air back there. For the moment, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to do that on camera. I can do that off camera, and if I mess it up, I can undo as many times as I want, then can't I? Okay, so now we've done that, let's very quickly get a few plants down that I like. Maybe an orange one. So we'll go there, there. Oh. I always forget about these ones because you have to scroll down for them. But we're going to put some of these taller ones in, especially the large fern. Not the double tall grass though. So we're going to put that there, I like that. Let's have an orange one there to give a little bit of colour. This one, we're going to have a nice big pink one or red one. Red one. Red one. We'll do a big one there. We'll do a big one there. Fern there. Big one. Voice is going. My voice is going, guys. Fern. And then we'll go around with some flowers around this. Oh, was that one? Whoops. Oh no. What was there? Was that fern? I think that was a fern. I wanted that one there. We'll go with that one there. We'll put down all of these little white bushy ones first. There. And then we'll go around with a blue one every now and again. These blue ones stand out a lot, so you don't want to put many of them in. Let's go with one there. Go with some sunflowers. Let's go with a couple of sunflowers. And a couple of sunflowers there. 3 of them? Yeah, no, not 3 of them. Orange one. Fern can go in that gap. Wonderful. Orange one. Nope, don't like that there. Orange one. Got an orange one there already. Wonderful. And I think that's about it. I think that's about it. For the exterior of this house, I think that's enough detail. Oh, no, it's not. Oh my god, I can't believe I wasted so much time. I can't believe we wasted so much time when we've got another thing to do. We need to very quickly, before the episode runs out, we need to put some windows in the top here. So we're going to take those 3 out. Let me get these back quickly. This, we need... sorry guys, it's going to be a long episode. That one, and some white wool. Where's the full white wool blocks? There they are. Very quickly, doesn't take 2 seconds anyway. We're going to put, stay with me here guys, white wool goes there. White stained clay goes on top. We're going to put this, come on, there. I'll delete that from the other side later, the one below it. So that goes there and there. We'll do the same on this side. Build it slowly, guys, so you know how you're going to do it. Like this. White wool below. Stained glass there. Whoops. Put that in. And then you're going to put one here and here. And then you're going to come around this side, put one there and there. Then you go along with logs along the top. Upside down one. Upside down one. Take this middle one out. Come down this side. And come down this side. Again on this side. Put that there. And there. There. And then come on this side. There. And there. Again with the logs along the top. Upside down one. Upside down one. This comes along. Take the middle one away so they join up. Boop. See how they curved straight to it. Like this. Get a full block back again. Oops. Take that away. That comes out there. Upside down one goes like that. We'll be able to clean it up from the inside at a later date, but we don't need to worry about what the inside looks like for the moment. We'll do that next episode. We'll continue this next episode and do the interior. There we go. See, that made so much difference, didn't it? Now, boom. I don't want it on the back though. We've got the chimney on the back. The roofs will get in the way otherwise. This sprint over there. Yeah, I like the back just like that. But the front, however, that did need those windows in. Alright guys, we are going to leave it there. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We shall see you hiccups in the next episode. Bye!